We're here with Coach Trapp. It took a while for the team to get going tonight, but came away with a 74-46 win.
Yeah, when you look back at the game, not a ton of positives, what I'd say. But again, when you win by 29, I guess you can't be too upset. But I mean, we're going to go back to the drawing board. Like I told you before here, we're going to practice at 6 a.m. and I think we got to kind of find our identity again. Coming out tonight, our starters were really flat. I think for about the first 8 minutes, that was probably as poorly as we've played all year. But not just to be negative on everything we did tonight. I thought some of our subs, some of our reserve kids that came in had some real nice games. Bailey Bauman was fantastic tonight. I think hitting 5 threes. Megan Malloy was the spark plug that we know she can be, coming in, I think, with 8 rebounds, in 10 minutes of play. J.C. Elmer did some nice things. So, it's not that we're going to go back and reinvent the wheel, but the word accountability definitely has to come in, and we just need to get better at some of the things that we need to, because we have 2 good teams with School of Mines and Black Hill State coming in here this weekend. Was
fatigue a factor at all? Just having a tough game on Sunday?
Fatigue. Nobody plays that many minutes, and we haven't had that many games. So, I mean, if fatigue's a problem, then I've definitely got to go a lot deeper. We have a good relationship with our kids on the floor. Just saying, if they get tired, they let us know. Or, I mean, we know our kids good enough too that if they're tired, we'll definitely take them out. And for some of them right now, with some of the kids that played the reserve roles, did some real nice things. Hey, their minutes are only going to increase, so that might take some of the minutes off of some of our starters.
Dakota State shot twice as many free throws. Is the lack of aggressiveness a concern?
I think the word soft is very evident. Anytime that you play and go a whole half without shooting a free throw, best word just to say is soft. And I think a lot of times kids just got to look inside themselves and say, hey, we got to play a lot harder. Again, and that's where you're saying you're bringing up a lot of these stats that, one stat matters at the end of the game. We win by 29, but boy, just look at all the little things that we're talking about now that needs to get better, and those can improve. It's easy to state problems, but the most important things is we can fix the problems that maybe didn't go so well.
You mentioned her before, but Bailey Bauman had a career-high 17 points. Her being a sophomore and more of a bench player last year, you've got to be excited knowing that, going into next year, Northern Sun, you've got someone who's going to be a pure shooter and someone you can get the ball to.
Yeah, and I think we have, unfortunately, we have a lot of pure shooters. We just got to find ourselves, between Bailey, between Vanessa, Laura, Holly. You could go through the whole ring. Is you come and practice and we don't miss, but now it's different. I understand when you get to a game situation and defenses are coming at you in a different way. But yeah, I really think that's probably why we shoot as many threes as we do. Is I have confidence in all those kids, and when we say, hey, when you're open, we talk about footwork. Get your feet down and and knock it down, and it'll be scary for that team when we actually start getting on a roll.
You mentioned 2 games this weekend, so 4 games in a week. This is the kind of the dog days of the season for the team, and how do you incorporate the practice you need 6 a.m. and still make sure that they get the rest they need so they can go full gear on Friday and Saturday?
I would agree with that, but we've also went 2 weeks without a game. Practicing every day. That's a grind on you as well. We'll definitely try to balance some more minutes. Tomorrow we'll learn. We'll be competitive and we're going to compete. But in the back of my mind, hey, yeah, I got to definitely understand that we do have 2 big games coming up this weekend, but so does School of Mines, so does Black Hill State. So when you get into it, it's just going to be the tougher team, and the team that has more will, who wants it more.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.